and gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
I have a bone to pick when it comes to Madden and his selection of pitchers. One by one, they're falling by the wayside thanks to goddamn train stuff.
A lot of things got accomplished. Otani,
The Angels lead the goddamn league with injuries again.
I am beyond pissed off right now because the only thing I want to yell is fuck!
Hey, how's it going? I'm lit up right here, as you could tell, with the green screen going funky again. Yay, me. There's always something that happens on this show. It's never actually working 100%. It's either freezing, I have issues with the background, whatever, who cares? Look, tonight, welcome into the Todd Fox postgame show. I'm your host, Todd Fox, as on the Halos in the Infield Network, as the Angels lose tonight, and they lose their second straight uninspiring game, because if you can't follow up a 7-2 loss, you do the best thing that you can do. You come out and you try harder the next night, and you lose 6-3, and you lose a game that felt like you were down 10-3. You left a lot of guys on base again. You out-hit the opponent again, but you can't get a hit when it really counted. You hit into double plays, you strike out, and you leave guys on base. There was just a lot of holes in this lineup tonight, and then you got a guy named Russell, who played an important part in the movie, Up? And he was a pitcher, Hung Jin Ryu, which is his real name, his non-actor name, but he played in Disney's Up as a little kid, the little Boy Scout. He pitched for Toronto tonight, and he pitched a good game. Now, he came in only 1-0 with a 6 ERA, and magically he looks like he's back to his Dodger form, winning a lot of games. And then Otani looks subpar tonight. He pitched 6 innings. He got a quality start, but 5 earned runs given up, 10 strikeouts, 1 walk. So he did get double-digit tonight. But you had Bichette going 2 for 2. You had Guerrero going deep, Espinal, and Springer. Now, why do I bring up those 4 guys? Because those 4 guys are pretty much the only guys that were doing damage for the freaking Toronto Blue Jays. Other than that, the rest of the lineup was pretty much one hit by Jansen, which was a late-inning home run, and everyone else did not do much of anything. So Toronto did a really good job tonight utilizing the runners that they did put on scoring position and in hitting home runs when they needed. Springer hitting a leadoff home run. Let's see what the Angels' big brass did tonight. Trout, 0 for 4. He followed up last night's golden sombrero with an 0 for 4. Let's see, you had Otani go 0 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. Taylor Ward pinch hit because they're really babying him right now. Rendon, everyone's favorite, went 0 for 4. Walshy came in there and got a double, but he could have been starting, but no, God forbid we start him against a lefty. Marsh went 2 for 4, but got those 2 hits that didn't really count. Let's see, Duffy got 1 hit tonight. Lagares went 0 for 2, of course, and he got robbed by hitting 1 deep because he always gets robbed. So again, we went over Otani's numbers for tonight: 5 runs, 6 hits, 93 pitches thrown. Jaime Barria was really, really impressive, except for that 1 home run he allowed to by the backup catcher, but he pitched 3 innings in mop-up relief. He's still trying to get an opportunity to start at some point. But the Angels lose tonight. Pretty goddamn disappointing. 27-19. They are now 8 games above 500. Toronto, this is Steele's 1 game of 4 to come up right now. And if you can't tell, my eyes are freaking bloodshot because I haven't slept much. Baby Olivia is knocking on the door literally, and she might be in as early as tonight. So we could be welcoming the newest angel to the family by morning. So that's the update on Baby Olivia. But yeah, she's putting her mom and us all through hell right now. And she hasn't even been born yet. She's already being a teenager brat. Anyway, Toronto scores 6 runs on 7 hits. They utilized every one of their hits. The Angels are now 2.5 games back of Houston, who was idle tonight. So that's always good to lose when the other team is not even playing. Again, let me know if you have any problems on the Instagram side. We're trying to fix that too, as we're going to get this dog and pony show off the ground at some point. Because it is kicking out people. It's I've been hearing. So let me know if you get booted out randomly. As far as the Angels concerned tonight, I'm gonna do it because it is what it is. I'm gonna give it to 2 players tonight. They're gonna share the award, which we're gonna give out the Golden Stamos, and the Golden Stamos, again, we don't have the graphic yet. Hopefully it's coming. But the Golden Stamos is going to go to the little Boy Scout from Up, which is Hyunjin Ryu. He's going to get the Golden Stamos for best performance tonight. He held the Angels in order tonight, 5 runs or 2 runs, 6 hits. We made him look like an all-star, of course, because that's what we do best with this shitty-ass lineup. Thanks to our boy Joe Madden, again, putting out a crappy lineup, once again hindering our hitting. That's just what he does really good. But there's 2 guys who are to blame for tonight, leaving runners in scoring position, and they're going to tag team this award together. So they're going to share this award. And it's always good that Paul Sorrento gives out a full bucket of helmet nachos to the worst players on the team. It doesn't matter if they're Angels or if they're the opponent or whatever, but these guys deserved it.
All right, folks, it's Nacho Night.
Yes, it is. It's Nacho Night, presented by Paul Sorrento, the worst hitting instructor in all of baseball, next to his Pokemon friend, Jeremy Reed, who's a big jackass himself, because none of these guys can put together a good lineup or teach these guys how to adjust their swings in in-game situations, because we keep doing the same shit over and over. So tonight's Nacho Night award goes to 2 players. And Mike Trout got it last night with a golden sombrero, and he gets it again tonight. He goes 0 for 4, and then he says, you know what? I'm going to share this goddamn award with Cowboy Hat himself, Anthony Rendon. So congratulations, guys. Mike Trout, back-to-back winner for Nacho Night, and he also shares his award with Anthony Rendon because he's just that nice of a guy. They both go a combined 0 for 8, leaving of over 7 guys on base tonight. So way to go, guys. If you knock in half those guys that were on base, this game is still being played right now. But no, we take another fat loss. We take another one on the chin. Pow, right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser. Okay, so Grillmaster starts us off with the comments tonight. He says, I'm beyond pissed off right now because all I'm going to say is fuck. Demetrio says, what's up, brother? What's up, Demetrio? Fuck Rendon, that hack. Randy's saying hi. LA Animals checking in. Demetrio says that they'll light that baby down. Matt Bedingo says, oh no, we suck again, Louis says. And that was a saying that we said a lot last year. Razor Ramon says, should have pinch hit for Velasquez there. Played Ward too early, or buried him too early in the lineup. And yeah, that's true, Razor. Look, you Velasquez up there, if he gets on base, Renifo is possibly the tying run right there, and you don't even give him a chance to swing the bat or even have the fans get excited that Trout's on deck, even though he's 0 for 50. More like burn that baby down, Randy says. Grillmaster says, one good thing about Joe, as I can say tonight, I took my advice and put Renifo at leadoff. He even got 2 hits tonight. There you go. He kind of listened. Dan Rio says 10 strikeouts and lose. Amazing. DFAs all around for Grillmaster, of course. Ryu says the Angels are starting to become like a firecracker, starting really good and then fizzling out. That's the problem. That is the freaking problem. Is we were cautioning against this June and July schedule, and the Angels are like, no. We still got games before June and July. Let's suck before that. So this is the first taste of put up or shut up month for the Angels going into June here against Toronto, and then getting the Yankees, of course, starting the June month. But no, they don't even wait till then. They start struggling with Oakland and Texas, 2 teams we thought they would just run right over. Instead, you finish. I mean, you're currently in 8 games. You're 3-5 against Texas. That's pathetic. And then you start off against Toronto and you lose this one too. It's like, come on, you're losing games at home now. Hi, Todd from the Halo fam. Hi, Matty. How you doing? Matt Bedingo says, you sound like Grillmaster. Fast Times says, get yourself a tech crew. Most pages have that. Oh, jeez. The collapse is here. Grillmaster's already calling it. Duffy jogged home. Dan Rio says, and the funny thing about this guy, Duffy, is the more and more I see him inserted into the 5th spot, I'm like, wow, we were fucked tonight. Every time I see him in the 5th spot and stuff like that, I'm like, yep, we're going to lose tonight. Music, hello, darkness, my old friend. Angels strike out way too much, Alex says. Yes, they do. Mike Trout is 0 for his last 13. The fails on Cotton Eye Joe and Paul, or this falls on it. And Manoah is pitching tomorrow, Alex says. Yes, Manoah versus a real young rookie who's only faced the same team twice. So that's not really good. Yeah, we probably going to go below 500 after June. I hope not, Dylan. Look, we got ourselves a cushion right now. We got to stay in the race. We got to stay as close as we can to Houston, and we got to try really hard to get these games. But when Joe's hampering the starting lineup right away, again, Ohtani, 5 runs, 10 strikeouts. Yes, he gave up a couple of home runs. Yes, he didn't have his best stuff. But again, I'm more along the lines of he took a loss tonight, but the Angels still could have put up a better fight. They could have put up 4 runs and been right there or something, right? But they're not. They're just not doing anything. So it really doesn't matter if Ohtani gives up 2 or 3 runs because you're still going to get a loss like you got a loss last night. I agree with Fast Times. The background, he all looks all messed up. Yes, it does look messed up. I knew you guys would take a shot at that. Let's see. We have broken Cotton Eye Joe needs to be fired. Rally Chris says, I feel sorry about Angel's grandma. I had to go to this offensive struggle tonight. Was off tonight since she was there for us tonight. We should have got the win for her. Exactly, Rally Chris. Listen, Mateo's in a good mood. Gee, I wonder why. Golden State swept, but that wasn't really a series, which was surprising. Somebody fix the balls. A shame that Manfred don't have any. Ban weed in the dugout, Martin says, and that's probably going to help this team out because you watch, Joe will go from, yeah, man, just do whatever you want, bro. Yeah, swing away. Swing for the fences. Yeah. To like if they take the weed away from him, he's like, now guys, what we're going to do is we're going to practice and we're going to hit the field hard and we're going to hit the field strong and we're going to be hitting to every side of the field and you're going to do what I say because I'm a dictator out there and you're going to listen. But that's what the power of weed does. He's like, yeah, man, just pass me some more nachos, bro. Like that's Madden, dude, but in an old way. So it's more like, yeah, guys, just pass me some nachos. Oh, yeah. You know, like, I don't get it. I don't get Joe Madden at all, dude. Like, he's more and more like, okay, I was called out earlier today. Real quick rant. Someone's telling me that, oh, you were backing Joe last year. You know, like you fought for him at the end of the year. That's because, like, he was working with shit and making it work towards the end of the season. The pitching got better. The hitting got better. And they had crappy-ass lineups. No Mike Trout. No Rendon. I mean, they were kind of winning, but they were playing in games. They were playing acceptable baseball. But then when you turn around now, he's got a full freaking arsenal. He's playing like shit. He's hampering the team. So it makes no sense. And so I'm with other people right now. Let's see. Let's go over here. We were behind the entire fucking game. Let's see the fuck we could do. How can we win a game with these guys out there not being able to muster any fucking hits or runs? Demetrio says Angels look lifeless out there. The Angels fans, it was the attendance looked the same. The attendance did look the same tonight, and the team did look lifeless because they weren't trying. Nobody was. Again, we say it every night: swing away, hit and run, do something, get on. Why is it the other teams can do it but we can't? Because our manager doesn't allow it. Let's go Warriors. Let's go Warriors. Mateo's all happy. It's no shock, Mateo. The NBA is scripted. The Warriors are going to win another title. Big whoop. Let's see. 3 goes. There goes Mr. Negativity, the guy named Grill Master. Exactly. He's here. Martin Boylan says, let's go, Olivia. We need you out there for the W. Yes, Martin. We're waiting for her to come out there. We need a new rallying cry, and it's Olivia. Oh, you guys are too sweet. Time to induce. Yeah, that's what they're going to do tonight because, man, she was supposed to be born 2 weeks ago, dude. No surprise, as predicted. Let's see. Bob says, how many games did we lose when Ohtani pitches? No damn run support, and Ohtani allowed 5 runs. Exactly. So what looks like he allowed 10 runs, it feels like he allowed 10 runs. He only allowed 5. He struck out 10, Bob, and look what happens. It looks like he had a terrible start. Marsh had 2 hits somehow. Rally Chris says, I had to block Grill Master now since I couldn't take it anymore for his messages. On to Twitch now. Let's see. Trout and Rendon, Nacho Night. Yes, Jay Cruz. They're terrible tonight. Make a Crispy Socks graphic. That's going to be on its way, Grill Master. DFA Grill Master. DFA... Damn, Matt Padigo's happy. Still no graphic way to step it up to team members. So, geez. Let's see. Truce says, too many Blue Jay fans tonight at the game. And, you know, here's the thing, Truce. They really do travel. I don't know what it is, but you go to other stadiums. I've seen Toronto fans in San Diego when the rare times they play the Padres. And they travel. I see them at other stadiums, so I'll give them that. I mean, there's a lot of Canada fans, and they only got one team to represent, so they come out. Let's see. Twitch is working, but I'm not in my car. Let's see. Baby Olivia doesn't want to come out since our Angels are playing terrible again. She wants to come out when we're winning. So maybe tomorrow she'll come out at some point. Let's see, yeah, and hopefully it's in the afternoon tomorrow. But it looks like it's going to be overnight here or in the early morning hours. Fire Paul Sereno, Grillmaster says, I'm with that a trillion times over. Scott Weiss is a terrible too. Alex says there is a situation where we had a shift over on the right side and didn't bunt. How? Because these guys don't want to actually put the bat on the ball and actually make something happen, not named Wade. But see, the problem with Wade is when he drops down a bunt on that left side and he reaches first base, he either gets picked off at first, he gets thrown out at second, he overruns the bag at second, gets tagged out at third. I mean, the guy's a good player, but don't put him in the outfield and don't leave him on the bases because that guy runs himself into outs. Trout is rubbing cheese all over, what is it, the whack other bulbous or areas or other bulbous areas. I don't know. That came up jumbled up on my screen. Sorry. Connor says, I went to the game tonight. Very disappointed. You know, it must have been dead in the crowd tonight. A lot of people were dead right now, just saying how lifeless it was. Matt Badingo says, I do agree. Jeremy Reed and Paul Sereno have been terrible as of late. And here's the thing. We've seen this song and dance year after year. And nothing's been changed. How is it that Jose Molina can be here for 1 year and get fired? 1 year. Was the catching really an issue last year to where you get fired over that? Yet Paul Sereno and Jeremy Reed keep their freaking jobs year after year. Trout is like, fuck it, I'm sharing my helmet nachos with Rendon. Yes, he is tonight. Anthony Pujols, good call, Danny. Yvette says, why do we keep changing the lineup? Because our manager sucks. True says, if Matt Duffy didn't walk to home, we could have got a run. Yes, that's just the small things like that are killing us. Call up Jeremiah Jackson, give him a shot. Fuck it. At this point, DFA Velasquez. Why the fuck is Rendon batting fourth? Nikki says, Nikki, your guess is good as mine. I have no idea. A guy like him, we've seen his song and dance. If you're able to move Ohtani and Trout up and down that lineup, or at least 1 and 2, 3 and 4, why not put Rendon at 2 or move him back to 6? You know, and sometimes tell this guy, okay, you're patient with nobody on, but you're not patient with guys on. How many times have we seen Rendon take 6 or 7 pitches in an at-bat with 2 outs and nobody on, or 1 out and nobody on, but when it comes up to 2 men on and nobody out, and he's up there hacking first pitch, he either pops up or he hits into a goddamn double play where it looks like he's walking to first base. So, yes, you do earn Anthony Pujols when you hit like that. But the helmet nachos were good here tonight, Jim says. The other passed around. Daniel Lopez says, why take out Ohtani? Well, because he threw 93 pitches, and we can't, God forbid, we throw over 100. Because Madden Logic Grill Master says, 100% confident if Rendon would have gone Hollywood and joined the Dodgers, he'd be playing like an all-star. Yeah, Eric, he'd be playing like freaking Mookie Betts right now. I guarantee it. But if Mookie Betts came here, he'd be playing like Justin Upton. Randy Yaz says, our middle of the lineup is straight fucking trash right now. I've seen more exciting anal probes. I don't want to know about how good anal probes are or not, but I'm just going to say, to go off of that comment, you got to be kidding me when you have 5 good players. Now, I know Ward's out, but you have 4 good players that should be hitting 300 or better, should have a ton of RBIs. I mean, God damn it, this team is just not putting up. Let's see. Carmen says, I believe, fire Madden or Bolton Madden, unless that's some sort of a different language right there. Don't compare me to that clown. Randy says. Yvette says, you don't play as a team. You don't even lose as a team, Yvette says. And that's from that famous Angels in the Outfield. Well, the team is exposed right now, Steven Viago says. Yes, it is. And that's the problem. We shouldn't be looking for their flaws. We should be looking for positives.
But we can't be always looking for positives if they're not going to give us any positives to think about.
That's the problem, you know. Let's see. We're going to be 10 games under 500 come July 4th. Oh, geez. Here we go with Grillmaster again. That's why everybody loves Grillmaster. I bet we lose our 22nd game before we win our 30th game. Oh, man. I hope not, because right now we're 27-19, and the only way we reach 30 anytime soon is if we sweep Toronto this weekend. The Warriors in the NBA Finals. That's why I'm in a good mood. They're always in the NBA Finals. I'm calling a sweep for Toronto. Damn, Randy. Warriors rigged the league again. Unimpressive. NBA's lame. The background is of the show looks like this team right now. Yeah, it's underperforming as well, Steven. I know you want the Angels to do good in the West, but do you all see where they are in the wild card? No, I don't, Matt Bedingo. Refresh me on that one. James says, sometimes I wish this team could get send to Mars so I don't have to, or they would be sent to Mars so I don't have to see them anymore. So Mateo says, Zach Grillmaster, Warriors are the best team still standing in the NBA. The Halo Realm says, Todd, should teachers have guns? Wow, this is not the appropriate conversation for right here in baseball, but yes. No, actually, I would just say teachers don't need guns. You just need, instead of paying $40 billion to Ukraine, just take some of that cash and hire former police officers or military men to stand at your kid's school. Because here's one thing about the NBA, and I'm going to take one shot at the NBA. This is a baseball show, but I'm going to go a little political right here. Steve Kerr is a bigot. Steve Kerr is an idiot. Steve Kerr is a contradiction and a hypocrite. Because 2 years ago, that retard said, hey, you know what? I think we should defund the police and we should take security police officers away from schools. So just the other day, he starts going, I'm slapping my hand on a table. I'm sick of answering questions. Nobody's asking your opinion about school shooting. We wanted to know what you did with the Warriors and Mavs. So this is a problem with the NBA and any other sport that has to get political. We don't care what you think. We watch sports to watch sports. We don't care what you think. But since you open your big fat mouth, Steve, since you opened your mouth, you came out the other day and said, we need police officers at schools. You stupid moron. You went to Oakland and said defund the police and take police officers out of schools. Which one is it, moron? That's why no one listens to sports athletes, because they don't have their heads on a swivel. They're mostly up their ass and in their bank accounts. Sorry. That pisses me off. I hate hypocrites. You either want it one way or you want it the other. I don't pick a side. I'm not for one. I just wish people would call it down the fucking middle. That's all I'm saying. Because what happened the other day was atrocity. That should never have happened. But we live in a goddamn country that you're never going to take away guns. So stop talking about guns. Just put security guards and metal detectors there. And if that's the way we got to live, that's the way we got to live. I'd rather have that happen than lose 20 kids for some stupid shit. Because you want to sell an assault rifle to a kid that's 18 years old. It's moronic, dude. Like, it's harder for him to get an alcoholic beverage than an assault rifle. And you don't need an assault rifle to kill a deer. So I'm on that level too. But I'm also on the level of you need to protect yourself. You need to protect your family. So you do need some sort of weapon. Maybe just not a goddamn AR-15. Maybe just a shotgun. Maybe just a freaking 9mm. Why not, right? Can we meet somewhere in the middle? I guess not. Just like this baseball team. This baseball team can't meet in the middle. It's all your fault, Halo Realm. You got me on a goddamn freaking rant. Sorry. Back to the baseball. Smoking that Madden sucks. There you go. Demetrio says, wasn't Madden his old ass with the Angels when they used to manufacture runs? I swear he forgot about that World Series team as a bench coach. Yes, Demetrio, he was a part of that winning team. Randy says, I saw through Joe Madden this whole time. Yes, you did. Leaf said, okay, what's with Grillmaster bitching about this time? Let's see. Otani's fucked up tonight. Hello, everyone. Rendon sucks. So that's his way of saying hi. He went to the game tonight. Troll says, I don't care if Walsh can't hit lefties. I'd still want him in there instead of Duffy. Exactly, Troll. This is an all-star you're taking out of the lineup every night. No baby Olivia. Come on, kid. We need you. Yeah, she's hopefully on her way here. Matt Duffy is as fast as Albert. Cheers for a 4-day weekend. There was a bunch of Canadians in the stadium. No offensive people from Canadians. Yeah, because they're always usually happy. They're having their pancakes and all that stuff. Blue Jays fans were everywhere. Manoa is going to be tough tomorrow. Jack says, Halo Realm says, and am I the only one that's happy if we move to Long Beach? Much closer to Whittier than me. Well, I'm in Whittier too. When baby Olivia comes out, we'll go on a winning streak because of her. I hope so. I can run backwards and still beat Duffy to home plate. Mexico needs a team, but not the Angels. If Canada have one, why not? It would be fun because they do love their baseball down there. We need Baby Olivia to come out, Matt Bedingo says, to give us a new rally moving forward. No offense to Rally Chris. Renifo actually did a decent leading off tonight, Jack says he did. Trout is already a Hall of Famer. He's got his money. Time for his way of thinking. He doesn't care about production on this team. Dude, I wouldn't say that. I think he's caring about his reputation long term. He wants to win a World Series. Velasquez can't touch a ball to save his life. Yeah, right now he's just, he's all over the place. Matt is confused as shit. Mateo says, I'm mentioning batting Rendon at 6. Yes, you did. Trout is out of the year or out after this year if this team doesn't make the postseason. If this is 2019, I can see Rendon hitting 4th, but this is 2022, so no. They better not move to Long Beach. It's so stupid if they're called the LA Angels. It is true. Nate says this game was so disappointing all around. Mistakes, cold bats, and stupid pinch hits with the bases empty. Could have really used Ward pinch hitting in the 9th. Absolutely. Bob says, I heard Shohei was fatigued, which was why it didn't finish at DH. Not the first time and will not be the last time. That's because they let him play every day, but we baby everyone else in that lineup. Where's Josh Hamilton when we need him? Jim says. Halo Realm says Rendon on base percentage is better than Ohtani. I don't get the hate. Because he doesn't get hits when we need him to get hits. I'm not a fan of Renifo hitting leadoff. Mateo says Don checks in with that would be a good wish for Joe would do that. In other news, they actually DFA'd Myers. Yes, Myers was DFA'd today. Randy says I'd rather eat Grill Master's gas grill cooking than watch Rendon ever again. Damn. Not now. No breathing for fast times. Let's see. Mateo says James, and then missed the game. It sounds like they are hitting for the fucking fence. Yes, they are, Yvette. I might go tomorrow to get the bobblehead and then sell it and go home early. James says, good news, fast times. It's free. Let's see. Heard news about Ohtani, his back having problems. Hopefully it's not a bad problem. Yeah, it's true. I really hope this team doesn't start hitting some injuries because they can't afford it right now the way they're hitting. Mateo says, I'm still distracted by the Warriors. Don't think that they will beat the Celtics. Oh, come on. They're going to beat this. They're going to roll the Celtics, bro. Anthony Gonzalez says, Rendon should leave his glove at first base so that when he ends the inning, his shitty ass doesn't have to walk all the way to the dugout. He sucks. They are in first place by 3 games right now. Oh, no, they're 2.5 up right now. Let's see. Small ball. Grillmaster's calling for it. And as a former Bulls fan, Steve Kerr is a fucking yes, he is. Let's see. Speaking facts right there, Steve Kerr and others ruin the NBA. Yes, facts right there. The Yankees Twitter got super political today. Had to block him. Nate says, sorry, I triggered Todd of a political question. Shit, my bad. No, that's cool. I actually want to do a political show at some point. So that's my thing. But, yeah, Steve DFA. Steve Kerr is trying to fake cry, which is a bitch move. Yes, it is. Steve Kerr has his team in the damn NBA Finals. Yes, Mateo, nobody is talking about him as a coach and what he's done on the basketball court. I'm not knocking a dude that way, Mateo. I'm knocking him for opening his big fat trapper where it doesn't belong. He does not need to be telling anybody how to live their life, run their life, or a city or whatever, or because he's out there saying in 2 years ago in a impoverished area that had crime problems, you don't need police. Okay, that's just going to make things worse. You know, maybe you just need police reform. Okay, but you're so dumb, you don't know the facts, and you're like, we got to go to the people and tell them what they want to hear. Okay, but are you going to live there, Steve? No, you're not. So you open your mouth that way, and you're saying pull the police out of our school systems when sometimes teachers can't fight or break up fights because these kids are stronger now. You know, you need police presence there because there might be drugs smuggled in. Someone might jump the fence with a gun to try to take out another gang member. There's stuff like that where you could stop, let alone school shooters. But no, Steve Kerr has it all solved for you. Now all of a sudden he wants cops back. He's worse than a goddamn. He should not be coaching the Warriors. He should be a politician. Because if you want to flip-flop, that's the business of being. Really. Let's see. Have you forgotten that Kerr's dad, who's an educator, got murdered when Steve was 18? Yes, I did see something about that, Leaf. I think it's tragic, but I think his mouth might have wrote checks that he couldn't cash. I'm sorry to say that, but that might have been the truth. It's Mateo, we get what you're saying. It doesn't matter. We're not talking about his basketball skills. I'm just saying. NBA has too much political BS. If you remember that, the NBA killed itself with all the political stuff. But Steve Kerr is a champion who played with Jordan. Who cares, Matty Matt? Let's see. No need to take away guns, but background checks can surely help. And do we need an AR-15? Well, Halo Realm, you're wrong about one of those. We do need guns, but 9mm shotguns, those are fine. AR-15s, not so much. And yes, we do have background checks, and they don't work. Robbie Diaz says, what about grocery stores and movie theaters? Yeah, and Robbie, there's a good point, because just the other day, someone told me, very close to me, that they were scared when Batman premiered. And look what happened just years ago when that maniac went into the movie theater and shot up the place. And I myself, when went into a packed theater, before the movie started and the lights went out, I immediately looked for the exits. Now, why did I do that? Because of what had happened a few years ago. That's edged into your mind now. So I can't imagine what happens to kids. I can't imagine what happens to all these other people that see this kind of stuff to send their kids to school and are like, oh, man, I hope Johnny comes back later in the afternoon. I hope nothing happens to him. Or you go to a grocery store and you could just be shopping for some salads and barbecue stuff and boom, you're gunned down. Or the person next to you is gunned down. Or what we've seen here in Los Angeles, take away the guns altogether. And you have homeless people and crazy people out there pushing people in front of trains. I mean, it's disgusting what's going on. But this is why we watch sports, not to talk about crap like this. Because if we did talk about this will just be distressing, and just because we all have our opinions and answers. We could be right, we could be wrong. But the whole 9 yards and everything with it that goes along with it, it's distressful. It weighs on you because it sucks because you don't see anything changing. You don't see anything getting better. And you see hypocrisy win over, and hypocrisy and bullshit always come to the front, but nothing ever gets solved. So that's why we have sports. That's why I don't want to watch football and find out how many players kneeled or who's caring about what political stance or who's voting for who or who's not going to play because someone's in office. Or they're saying this about this or abortion. I don't care. You're paid to play a game. You're entertainment. And if you say, oh, we're slaves to the game, sign me up to be a slave. I would love to make $30 million a year. If that's what a slave is, pay me. I'll be a slave. I'll do whatever you want. I'll dance on the field naked if you want. Come on. We're just in a weird place in history. We're just like nothing makes sense, but the things that do make sense, nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to change. And we're in this situation where, like, I would love to talk sports and not even think about all the other stuff. But you can't ignore what happened just the other day. And that's what sucks, because everyone can relate to that. Everyone's had kids or they have nephews or brothers, sisters that go to school, and you worry about them. And you don't even live anywhere close to Texas. But that shit can break out anywhere. And that's the sad thing. Well said, rearmed officers. Angry Todd, yes, that's all me today. Oh, baby, why did you meet me in the middle? God, I hate that song. An AR-15 is glorified hunting rifle. No need to get rid of them. I disagree. Unless we're trying to keep militias in government, and that's another thing. Australia and some other places that have been boggled down by the whole COVID thing, they were able, in Canada, they have strict gun laws. You can't own guns. They buy back guns because they want to control their people. Do you think for one reason one way the United States would actually let themselves be controlled? No, heck no. Everyone wants their guns. This country was founded on guns, cannons, everything. So there's nobody that's going to give up their guns. And especially these militias that hide out in areas that the government doesn't even know about. Because if there's ever a revolt, man, people are going to come out and they're going to have machine guns. That's why no one was scared when most of the times they have riots that break out and you have what is it called, the National Guard comes in, because they could get outgunned. We've seen police get outgunned plenty of times. Let's see. Mateo says, I'm going to say this. Steve Kerr is a great coach, and I'm not biased, dude. Again, Mateo, we're not ever going to say Steve Kerr sucks as a coach, but Steve Kerr sucks at speech and thoughts and thinking and just knowledge of what's going on in the real world. He's literally a baiter. He's just baiting and getting clickbait. That's all he is, dude. Stick to basketball and he'd be one of the greats. That's all I'm saying. Canadians seem cool. James says, put an armed guard everywhere where large cowards gather. There you go. How was Papa Fox feeling? He turned the game off in the 7th inning. Canadians are more maple syrup. Hopefully none of these maple syrups urine disease. Yes, that's a thing. Maybe it's time to whip out the Lucky Angels hat again. Maybe. The Guadalajara Angels. Don't want to get political, but it pissed me off to see some cops went for their kids, allegedly. What do you do in that situation? I don't know. I don't know. Trout is having a great year off defensively. This is his season if he wants. When baby Olivia comes out, I'll give her my Rally Chris powers to give Angels their first win here when she gets here. Long Beach Angels are making me mad, Ronan says. They'd be called Long Beach Angels of Los Angeles of Anaheim if they move. No, it'd probably be the Los Angeles Angels for sure. When we taking phone calls soon here in about like 5 minutes. Let's see. I would live in Long Beach, or that would be my hometown. Holy shit. All they have to do is make them have a green brim. Let's see. Rendon's stance is so ugly. It makes me cry every night. Ronan says. Yvette says, I take 5 buses to get to the stadium. Long Beach would be closer. You could actually take the trolley right there. Another sign is stop changing the lineup. That would be a good one, Demetrio. Otani could use a couple days off, man. Has no rest. The more bats that you take away from Walsh, the higher chance of him going into a slump. Stupid Madden is a piece of shit. Yes, I agree with that. Then don't take air the bus. Dan Rio says Long Beach is closer to LA than Anaheim. I want to join the effing crew. Let's see. Otani has been extremely underwhelming this year. Knob says, and then fuck Long Beach and fuck LA. Todd, you ever thought about doing a live YouTube show while watching a game? That would be kind of cool. I might do that, Dimitro. We were supposed to do that with the but all of our schedules got it all whacked out. We were supposed to do a Game 6 and Game 7 of the World Series replay. And we still might do that, but it just might be in another month or so. We don't need police is just dumb as saying men can have babies and abortions. That's true, Randy. Is Kerr right to call out our senators? Some of them need to wake up like Ken Cruz or Ted and Lindsey from South Carolina, and put AOC in there too. All these coaches, athletes crying over television saying defund the police. Meanwhile, it's ending their kids sending their kids to private school. What a joke. And also, troll, same thing with LeBron James. That moron says defund the police. I hate the police. I hate the police. Guess who gets a police escort to the stadium every night to Staples Center? LeBron James. I wonder if he could drive himself to the stadium without getting harassed. No, he can't. He needs police. So these guys don't get it twisted. They are so hypocritical. All of them. Let's see. Police does need to be reformed. Got to admit that though. They do need to reform. They need to be taught better. 6 months of training to handle a community that can come up with a million different scenarios at you. 6 months is not enough. You need a lot more training. Big time. Let's see. Sure, they guarded in sort bet beat. I couldn't read that one. Ryan says Otani really blew this game. Not so much. I think the offense again didn't do its job. Kerr played with Jordan. That was in the 90s. 30 years of major difference, bud. There. Let's see. The AR isn't an assault rifle. Then what is it? Seriously, an AR-15, no different from the single edge shotgun. Okay, well then, if that's the case, prove it. Like these, it's a rapid fire weapon. You know what I mean? Like, again, there's a line there. You could take away the gun. You could say it's too much or whatever, but at least make it harder. I don't think the background checks are working. I think you have to make it age appropriate. You may need to make it 30 years old, or you may need to say only ex-military guys can have it, ex-police can have it. People with 0 things on their record. I don't know. I mean, there has to be an answer to it. Halo Realm says, I'm a teacher, and it was damn sad to see the kids so scared. We have an active shooter drill next week. Shake my head. Shouldn't be like this. Exactly. Fun facts. The diehard Warriors fan still haven't gone to a Warriors game. Well, yeah, the tickets are probably really expensive, Mateo. More crimes are committed by handguns, though, than any other type. Yes, because they are cheaper to get, Randy. I'll agree with you there. Let's see. Welcome back to another episode of Angry Todd, the Todd Fox alongside John Stamos. If I had John Stamos here, the phones would be going crazy because of what's his name, Roger. I'm a sub and a police, what do you call it, academy grad. I will wear a sidearm. There you go, Dan. I mean, like a lot of, look, with guns, it could be prevented. So, you never know. Guess the Knob says, guess this isn't talking about the Angels then. Adios. Sorry, Knob. We talk about the Angels every night. It just got into political thing because of what happened with the kids, man. That's all it is to it. So come back now. Nah, don't go away so fast. Let's see. Steve, to the game. Rich people will always bitch about having everything. Exactly. Sign me up if it's a slave. Roger Locke segment tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna get into it. Let's see, semi-automatic weapon. People hunt with them all the time. The AR-15. Agreed 100%, Roddy says, but get rid of assault rifles to the public. There's no need and won't make your dick any bigger. That's true. It's like those big trucks, too. Let's see. Since we aren't talking baseball, should I watch Top Gun Maverick? I'm watching Top Gun soon. I don't know, man. I mean, I've been out on Tom Cruise for a long time. I'm not really looking forward to this movie coming up here. Assault rifles are not automatic, Dylan says. Let's see, auto or semi doesn't mean assault. Again, in the action, spoons can be assault weapons if used as such. Let's see. I'll be at the golf course tomorrow. There you go. Mateo says anything with a deadly weapon in your hand can be a weapon. Let's see. I went to a private school, and Troll says, yes, we can tell. Statistically, hands and feet are the cause of more homicides than AR-15s. It's not a rapid-fire weapon, Todd. I've owned two, and it's a semi-automatic. Okay. Should we have a 9-hole game and an 18-hole game? It depends on how much time you have. And psychological test and a background test as well, Troll says. Exactly. Don says, yeah, because no other country could has this problem in the United States. I wonder why. Exactly. I mean, that's you have the guns there. People are going to use them, and there's a lot of freaking people that get robbed all the time. But you also need to protect yourself around idiots like this, too. AR-15s shoot the same speed as a semi-automatic pistol. So you got to be better. Todd, can we get a political podcast with Roger? Why not? Let's check in with what Roger's got to say, because I think Roger had some strong feelings about this one.
Hey, what's up, Halo Nation? It's Roger Lodge from the Sports Lodge on Angels Radio 8.
Sorry, Roger. This is my show now. Well, hey, guys, it's Roger Lodge. And with all the events that happened in Texas, we got to sit here and ask ourselves, why wasn't that young man watching Blind Date? Couldn't he have given himself something more to watch and given himself a distraction like Full House and John Stamos? Instead, he has to go in and do something very despicable. And Roger Lodge is here to tell you that I would have given tickets away to any troubled youth in the 600s where you can sit on the top of Angel Stadium and watch with binoculars down at players that look like ants. And that could have got you distracted from all your murderous ways. But what the world needs right now is a big hug from John Stamos. They need to really look at John Stamos' hair and just wonder, how can I be as perfect as his hairline? How can I have the face of a god and the body of a prince? But Roger Lodge is here to tell you to listen to AM 830 as we talk sports and everything going around the world and playing Dodger highlights instead of Angel highlights, because once again the Angels drop the ball again and lose on an Ohtani start. Oh, Ohtani. He just didn't have it tonight, and I wanted to, but I couldn't get it. But anyway, listen to AM 830 tomorrow. Back at you, Ton.
Oh, wow, Roger, that was amazing. We'll have to we'll have to get James on your highlights. So there you go. Demetrio says, I wish we had some table setters like My Sierra Tourist and iBar. And those guys used to get on base any way they could have. And, yeah, that would have been awesome. Texas Capital Punishment rocks. Oh, jeez. I miss my guns. I'll never sell them again. Well, California, it's going to be hard to get them back. I went to the game tonight, Anthony Gonzalez says. Sat by some Blue Jays fans. Wanted to elbow him in the mouth all night. So how do we stop mass shootings? That's going to be I've already turned off enough people on this show tonight. I got way too political. But since you asked, there's really no way to do it. I mean, security. There's just no other way to do it, dude. The guns are going to get out there either way, either illegally or legally. So it's going to be hard to do. See, are you worried that we've played like shit 3 times over the last week? Yes, Jack, I'm really worried. I want this team to get better. I want this team to turn it around. But boy, oh boy, are they playing like crap right now. And they need to start hitting. I mean, the pitching is there. It's pitching good enough to get the wins, but nothing is coming through. Nothing is coming through. Robbie says, do you think Ohtani will stay long term? I understand the Angels suck, and it's easy to say he's gone. But what does your gut tell you? Well, Robbie, I'll tell you this right now. If the Angels can get to the postseason, I think he gives a discount. He negotiates this year, this offseason coming up. If the Angels do not make the playoffs, he will go stone cold and he will give him the cold shoulder, and Perry will not be able to reach him in the offseason, and he will play out the rest of his season next year and then go into either his free agency season or demand a trade. Trout will demand a trade if this team does not make the postseason. They need to get to the postseason. And last thing right now, Dan says, and I totally agree, guns don't kill people. People kill people. And until that's learned, then we're still going to have all these issues. Telephone lines are open at 714-912-2877 if you want to call in, talk Angels baseball or anything else, because it appears to be one of those shows where it just goes off the rails and we start talking about whatever the hell we want to talk about. So this show went anywhere we want to talk about tonight. So it was Ohtani. I'd say I'll say it sign again if Madden has to be gone. I agree. I wish Madden would go. Let's see. Cars and knives will kill more. Absolutely. The best way to be safe is not to go to Dodger Stadium. Yeah, stay away from Dodger Stadium for sure. Let's see. Grillmaster says, hey, babe, it's John Stamos. I went with Todd Fox to blind date and got crazy up in the 600 level. How dare you give away my secrets. But, yeah, if you guys want to make a call, it's, again, 714-912-2877. And then we're going to roll on out of here. I say screw Canadians, LOL, Dylan says. You know, again, Canadians are some of the nicest people till you take away their privileges, and then you saw what happened earlier this year. As far as Angels concerned, again, taking a split with this series would be okay, but I would really like to win 3 out of 4. Although I don't see that happening. We have a tough schedule coming up here in the next couple of weeks. We got to stay afloat. We've got to stay afloat as we get into the into June here. And I don't even think I got. Did I pop this up? No, I didn't. Oh, that's no wonder why nobody can call in right there. I started this show like super late, and I don't know if we're gonna have phone calls tonight, because you're supposed to turn on the program for phones first, and then everything else. And then I got, I've been off because I haven't slept good in the last couple of weeks, and not knowing what's going on with my daughter, and then now knowing that they're probably gonna induce her, and she's gonna be around at some point tonight. Ohtani on radio. Play this song if it didn't have Cotton Eye Joe. I hate that song. I don't know why you keep bringing that up. Let's see. Hippie lettuce again for Madden. Yes, indeed. Let's see. I meant they have a good team, and that's not their national pastime. That's true. I mean, like what is it? I think how many years has it been since a hockey team has won a Stanley Cup in Canada? It's been a pretty long time. And the Toronto Blue Jays have won 2 World Series. They've been to playoffs. So they've done their things up there. Kyle Strange checks in with, I'm going to head to Salt Lake this weekend to visit the in-laws. I'm going to catch the Bees game while I'm up there. I'll give you a full report on the farm. Yes, do that, Kyle, because that team is pretty exciting, along with the Trash Pandas. Still have to face Manoah and Goffsman this series. Yeah, it's going to be tough, man. I mean, if the hitting's not hitting right now, we're in trouble. So yeah, call in 714-912-2877. Let's see, man, I'll take Wahlbeck or Matt Wahlbeck as catcher right now. Damn, that goes back to the pinstripes. Matt Wahlbeck and Greg Myers were two terrible catchers for the Angels, but they were defensively good, but they just couldn't hit a lick. Let's see, Cotton Eye Joe. Man, stop with the Cotton Eye Joe stuff. James Gonzalez says 1993. That was the Matt Wahlbeck thing. Yeah, the Angels were terrible back then. Let's see, Oilers made the finals in 2006 against Carolina, but they lost. Yeah, they lost. 1993, James, they won the Stanley Cup, so I think that was the Canadians. So if that was the Canadians winning in 93, I think that was the same year the Blue Jays had won their last World Series. So I take that back then. So they went the same year as the Blue Jays went. But I do remember the years the Blue Jays were in the playoffs, the Blue Jays had ruckus crowds. The Rogers Center was packed with like 50, 60,000 fans. They've had their teams, and they just couldn't get over the hump. But, as far as being a baseball city, or a hockey country, they represented good for baseball. I think they did a good job. Our minor league team is better than our major league teams. Yeah, that's quite the turnaround, isn't that? Vince said, had my ceremony today. Sad to say we didn't win. Sad to see we didn't win, though. Congratulations, Vince, on your graduation, by the way. Let's see. Althoff, Bachman, Bush, Carey, and are really good. Hope for the future. Killing it in Double-A. Yes, they are. Let's see. Vince says, I wore my Rendon jersey under my cap and gown. And you still couldn't give him good luck, man. Hockey is boring as shit. Mateo, look, here's the thing, Mateo. If you ever go to an NBA game, I challenge you to say going to an NBA game live is better than watching an NBA game. Now, watching a hockey game on television, to me, is not as good as watching one live. Hockey live is phenomenal. You have to give it a chance. That's all I'm saying. Go catch a Sharks game up there. I'm telling you. You won't be disappointed. Let's see. Did Toronto win back-to-back in 92, 93? Yes, they did. 93 beating the Kings, the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, beating the Wayne Gretzky Kings, Sean. That was crazy. Let's see. I'm happy to be the Warriors are winning. Yes, we know. Let's see. Kai is one in the bush. Oh my God. My daughter turns 18 tomorrow. Happy birthday, Audrey. Yes, happy birthday, Aubrey. As they turn that age, man, you got to let them fly, dude. And here's the thing. So I got a granddaughter being born at any moment between now and tomorrow sometime. And then I've got an 18-year-old or 21-year-old that's leaving Saturday. She's moving out. So the nest will be free come this weekend, which is crazy. Because when you have them and they're that young, you never think of the day when they're actually both going to be out of the house. And they are going to be both out of the house. So I got a room to rent. That's where I'm at right now. Let's see. Demetrio says, wish we had this year's pitching with the 2000 offense. No kidding, right? Let's see. Nate says, I stopped loving the Lakers after Kobe retired and LeBron came over. Can't really stand the NBA anymore. Dude, I know so many Lakers that did that, Laker fans that did that because, he left. And, there's no replacing Kobe. There just isn't. Randy's scared. Hopefully the Ducks will be in the playoffs one day. Hopefully, Vince, because they choked. NHL games live are wild. Yes, they are. Happy birthday to your daughter at Trouta here. Dylan says baseball on TV sucks, especially with our broadcast team. Baseball games live, duh. Let's see. Hockey live in person does rock. Can I move in, Todd? I'm hungry. Yeah, I think you can. I have a room available. Todd would like my cooking. Well, as long as you keep away from them crispy socks, we'll be okay. I'll be John Stamos for him. No. Olivia and my daughter will have the same birthday. Yes, they will. Martin says, just don't rent Grillmaster your socks. We'll never be the same again. Yeah, they won't be able to. I won't have any movement on them. You're welcome, Vince. So if no one's going to call in tonight, what we'll do is we'll end the show here. And then what we'll do is we'll come back tomorrow, and hopefully the Angels get a W. If I'm not here for whatever reason tomorrow, it's because Olivia's there and I'm in the hospital. But, he can't really go by what the doctors say. The kid's mom was in labor with my first child for 26 hours. So, yeah. Uh-oh, who's this?
It's the Halo Honk line.
Yeah, I'm calling for Tilla High School.
Hey, it's the Leprechauns, home of the Leprechauns.
No, Patella Night.
Leprechauns. How you doing tonight, Grill? Oh, not Grill Master. Rally Chris.
This piece of trash again.
Oh man, they said, you know what, Rally Chris, we scored 2 runs last night. We're gonna make it up to you. We're gonna score 3 tomorrow.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if watch they'll be like, all right, you know what? We scored 2 tonight, 3 tomorrow. I'll raise it up. I'll score 4 tomorrow.
Yeah, at some point we'll have enough runs to win a game, right?
Right.
Dude, so
Well, I looked at the thing right now. Utani does have a home run against Manoa.
all right, well, hopefully we can get some sort of run support tomorrow because, I mean, the kid's going to need it. Silseth is going up against one of the best pitchers.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to do a hype video for tomorrow? Did you do one today? Because I didn't catch it.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I already did it. And I said I hope we win 3 out of 4, but I said worst a split.
Well,
I think it's gonna be a split.
I'll take a split right now. I mean, the way that they're playing offensively, they got to get something together. This is too much, man. Too much.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, the guys are saying time's up already. They love talking shit, don't they?
And the next start, I hope Otani does good because the next start could be in New York. And we're gonna have remember what happened last year.
Yeah, he didn't even get out of the first inning, right?
Yeah, that was when we made a comeback.
Yeah, that's true. We need to get some runs going there, man. All right, Rally Chris. Well, I got to get up out of here right now. Everyone's commenting right now. But, yes, we'll talk tomorrow, man, hopefully on a better note.
Yeah, and go Angels and Crispy Socks for the loss.
The Crispy Socks Award goes to Grillmaster every night. All right, bro.
Take it easy, Rally Chris.
DFA the whole team. They trash.
All right, man. See
Go
you.
Angels.
Go Angels. That was Rally Chris, everyone's fan's favorite right there. Randy says, well, that's the official end of the show. All the best to Olivia. Thanks, Martin. Let's see. Grillmaster's still putting music up there. Leprechauns. They're the same, basically. Rally Chris. Time's up. Oh, shit. American Pie song sucks, too, Mateo says. End button, James says. Vince will be there tomorrow at the stadium. Rally Chris, you broke your 1 second limit. Oh, jeez. Fix your magic butt. It's not working. Dang. You think Rally Chris wears Grillmaster's panties? Damn, Randy's coming with it tonight. Any blind date reruns with Rally Chris where he talks? Oh, man. In my opinion, when you face a good pitcher, try to get early runs and get aggressive. Yes, Sean, you could put him on his heels right away, but the Angels don't do that. We spot him 4 innings before we try anything. I think he swears he wears Fast Times jocks. Chris wears the jocks made from Randy. You couldn't hold my jocks, son, Randy says. How's Rally Chris getting to games if they move to Long Beach? Oh, shit. Let's see. You can't give my crispy socks to me every night. Vince says the Orioles acquired Grillmaster in exchange for cash considerations. Is he wearing his bear costume with a Biden sticker on his head? Man, you guys are going after him tonight. Well, there it is for tonight. This show was very crazy tonight. Sorry I went off the what do you call it? I went off the cuff tonight. I did piss off a couple Angels fans, it looked like right there. They bowed out on any of the political talk. So it just happens. I mean, you can't avoid it. Sometimes life's life. So let's see. Vince says he'll get the last one tonight. He says Reds acquire shit talker Grillmaster in exchange for Joey Votto. Bapadingo says, I think Rally Chris, his predictions, let's see, every time when they play a good team coming out, every time when they play a team coming in and out, or his predictions, he just tired of his predictions. Randy would hold your head underwater. screw Long Beach. Sean says we don't need Votto. And then DFA Rally Chris, he's not good with his prediction. Like you're any better, Grill Master. Sean says Elon to the to the rescue. Don says all good, Todd. Much love, brother. Thank you so much, Don, and everyone else that joined in. It was a crazy show tonight, and hopefully the Angels can get back on the winning side so we don't have to talk political and everything else like that went crazy tonight. But it is what it is, and hopefully those Angels fans don't disappear after that. Where's the Mountain Dew King? He's not here tonight, but he'll be back tomorrow. He said he would. He's got to have his Shirley Temple and his little, Yeah, my screen is jacked up, Matt Bedingo, on not only the comments but on the video as well. So I'm working on that. We need to definitely work on that. All right, everybody, you guys have a good night. Go Angels. Let's take this series back by getting taking game 2. All right, man.